Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and in today's video we take a look at 19 brand new screenshots for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. These images were donated to fellow YouTuber Dorco by FNAF creator Scott Corfin and developer Steelwall Studios for use in his 24-hour charity stream. The stream was for WWF, and together the community banded together to raise over $50,000 to help save the planet. So a big congratulations to all involved. But what do these new screenshots show? Well, they display a range of environments, many we have seen before, some we have not, and a few with some pretty awesome points of interest. In this video, I'll take a look at each and every screenshot and analyse what we see within. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. The first image gives us a close look at the logo for the Pizzaplex the story of Security Breach is to take place within. This logo has been shown before, appearing in the official calendar for the game. We see cartoon versions of the 4 superstar animatronics and are given the building's official name, Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. Nice reflections, by the way. Next, we get a good look at an underground maintenance area. This very corridor has previously been revealed in the RTX trailer for FNAF Security Breach. As you can see, this seems to be an underground power plant of sorts. Electrical current sizzles beneath the grating to the right of the image, and masses of thick cabling carry power to the pizzeria above. It's an ominous and eerie location, which may be one of the game's final destinations as we venture into the depths of Vanny's lair. The third, fourth, and fifth image seem to come from the same area, the Fazbear laser tag. That's not an official name, by the way, that would be Phaser Blast. This space-themed laser tag seems to take place in a vast maze-like environment, which we will have to navigate across, presumably with animatronics hunting us every step of the way. Look to the rocket at the centre of the maze. It's likely this will be used as a landmark and reference point so that we can tell exactly where in this maze we currently are in relation to the entrance and exit. This area has been shown off in trailers before, and it looks like the 2 planets to the left and right of a rocket ship are rides of some form, spinning carriages around their orbit. Again, a useful reference point to help us navigate the corridors below. There also seems to be an upper floor, so we may have to switch levels in order to stay out of harm's way and spot useful items we may otherwise have missed. We see in the second screenshot from this area the entranceway itself. 2 massive GLAMROCK Freddy cutouts loom overhead, striking a heroic pose. Behind them, massive plasma screens projecting rippling neon pink imagery. Along the bottom of these screens, GLAMROCK Freddy plushies adorn the countertops. It's our first time seeing these particular figures. Perhaps they will be collectible, just like the plushies in Steelwall's previous game, FNAF Help Wanted. The final image from Phaser Blast reveals the tills where customers could book a game and hand over their hard-earned cash to Fazbear Entertainment. What's interesting when we look at the cartoon cutouts of the animatronics behind the checkout are the poses they strike. Notice how Montgomery Gator and Roxanne Wolf both point their guns at GLAMROCK animatronics Chica and Freddy. I previously theorized that Freddy and Chica would be the Sun animatronics and Roxanne and Monty the Moon animatronics, with Vanny managing to infect the glitch trap virus only into the Moon animatronic database, meaning Freddy and Chica would potentially be allies to Gregory while Roxanne and Monty enemies. Maybe this artwork could be alluding to this, a foreshadowing of some kind. Screenshot 6 shows the Mexican-themed restaurant from the food court area. Again, we have seen this in a previous trailer, so there isn't too much to cover. It is worth pointing out the L-chip figurine here, which means we will see a few throwbacks to previous games and characters while we explore this new location. Also, the adorable Wall-E-esque cleaning bot is super charming and sure to become a low-key fan favourite character. The following 2 screenshots showcase Roxanne's Raceway. Here we see some brand new rooms from this particular location. First, the entranceway. A long red carpet leads through a gallery full of giant trophies. Various racing vehicles such as go-karts and motorbikes can be seen on pedestals and hanging from above. The ceiling looks like a gateway to the stars, a glossy reflective surface full of hundreds of glowing lights. We also see some ATM machines, just in case parents forgot to bring extra spending money, and conveniently beside these cash points, a pair of prize machines. Notice too, various car parts mounted along the walls. Everything here is very raceway themed, just as one might expect. Through the archway we catch a peek at the racetrack itself, the very same one as seen in the most recent Security Breach trailer. The second shot seems to be from a hallway running around the outskirts of the racetrack arena itself. The environment looks very similar to the entrance hall, however there are three noteworthy finds to touch on. The first is this rocket ride, which seems to be modelled somewhat over the rocket Helpy enjoys riding in FNAF Pizzeria Simulator. Another neat Easter egg. Secondly, we get confirmation once more of the Moon Animatronic's real name, Moondrop. We can see on this digital billboard that Moondrop is not just a friendly robot, but also a popular brand of Fazbear candy, marketed as sleep time candy. I'm not so sure it's wise to eat this sugary snack before bedtime. Thirdly, at the very back of this hall, we see signage for a new location called Fazcade. It seems this will be a place where we play a variety of arcade machines. Maybe some of the older FNAF games will be playable within the Fazcade as a cool little throwback. Moving on to the 9th, 10th and 11th images, and all of them take place within Montgomery's golf course. Again, we have seen this area, but not in such detail. Developer Steelwall has done a fantastic job of creating an authentic looking swamp or bayou type environment, befitting of its alligator host. In the first screen we see a leafy canopy overhead, complete with vines and creepers and illuminated by bright firefly-esque lamps. The golf course beneath is coined Monty's Gator Golf, as seen on the giant signage on the upper left wall. To the far left we see a vertical flume that shoots anyone brave enough to take the plunge into a ball pit. It seems these ball pits are staged as swamp water for us to wade through, something we saw in past trailers. The most notable part of this screenshot, however, is the teacup ride in the centre, only instead of teacups, patrons ride in halved golf balls. Oh, and before we move on, check out that carpet. Very loud to say the least, a sea of green stars and gator heads. The second screen seems to take place within the body of Monty himself. The walls are a fleshy tone of red, and we see a giant rib cage running along the leftmost wall. A cutout of Chica plays next to hole 13, just below this slightly gruesome sight. There are even giant glowing fish bones attached to the walls and ceiling, again simulating we are inside the belly of a beast. Also, notice the giant Monty head drawling water into a wishing well below, likely a pool for kids to discard their spare pennies. Next, we see a view from within the open mouth of a gator itself. Could this giant mouth be the exit from the previous area we analysed? It seems golfers would have walked through a giant Montgomery mouth to gain access to the next set of holes. We can see many of the holes on this golf course run through other objects. Hole 14, for example, running through this rather snazzy looking trailer. With all the holes on show, it's probable we will have to play through the entire golf course, achieving a certain score in order to unlock the exit, all while being stalked by Monty and other dangers inhabiting his swamp. From here on, we're hitting up completely new areas previously unseen in any form of media. The first is a southern-looking environment. It looks like a gas station surrounded by Red Rock Texan desert. Now, because of a motor theme, this may be an area found within or nearby Roxy's Raceway, but for now we can only speculate. What this new area does show, however, is the impressive range of varied and unique looking locales we will get to explore throughout our Security Breach adventure. This gas station, of course, isn't actually a gas station, it is instead a beauty salon, the GLAMROCK beauty salon to be precise. This is almost certainly a shop aimed to keep the adults occupied while their kids play at the racecourse and laser tag. While there isn't too much more to say about the GLAMROCK salon, eagle-eyed observers will notice the Freddy bin in the left corner of this image and puppet-themed archway to the right. Next up, the party room. We've seen a party room in every FNAF game ever released. It acts as the hub to any Fazbear pizzeria, a place where, as the name suggests, parties are held and the animatronics take stage to perform a number of catchy songs to their excitable audience. However, none so elaborate as this. The room is huge and contains enough tables to host at least 15 parties at once. Seems this mega pizzaplex was a very popular place. It also seems from this party room we can access each and every one of the aforementioned locations. This is indeed the hub at the centre of the pizzaplex. Phaser Blast is seen here, to the right Roxy Raceway and Glamrock Beauty Salon, so that would mean Monty's Gator Golf is also here somewhere but pictured off screen. The top floor contains another new location known as Bonnie Bowl. This seems to confirm we may get some old school animatronics such as Bonnie showing up in the game in some form or other. In the bottom left corner of the image, we also see what seems to be seats styled around the heads of the GLAMROCK animatronics. These seem to be part of some kind of arcade racing game. All in all, this room is going to be quite the spectacle, an enormous hub which Gregory must navigate to and from. The next 4 images are known as the animatronic green rooms. These are rooms where the animatronics would unwind between shows, perhaps also a place where kids could get VIP access to hang out with one of their icons. Each of these 4 rooms shows off the animatronics persona and what they're all about. They all contain speakers for music, a sofa for visitors to sit beside their favourite character and shoot the breeze, a makeup desk, which seems kind of odd considering these are animatronics and so is likely there for show, and finally an arcade machine in the far corner of each room, again each themed around the room in question. Could these arcade machines perhaps contain 8-bit styled minigames like the ones we saw in older FNAF titles? Maybe just like in those older games, these minigames will drop cryptic lore and extra story tidbits. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, we've looked at the common elements found across all 4 of these rooms, so let's quickly break down each individually. First up, Roxanne Wolf. Roxanne's room has a definite racetrack vibe. She seems to be something of a mechanic, a tomboy-like character not afraid to get her hands dirty fixing up an engine. We see this from the spanners and car parts hung on the wall. Look to the table and we see kids could wear a wig resembling Roxanne's hair and ears to cosplay as her while hanging out. Next we have Glamrock Chica. Chica seems to represent food and is a big fan of pizza just like in the other games. With this in mind, it seems likely Chica's area in this facility is the food court section and perhaps she doesn't have a particular ride like Freddy, Roxanne and Monty. Chica appears to be in pretty good shape now. Perhaps she became a fitness freak as this poster suggests. Then again, the mounds of pizza boxes piled up everywhere do suggest otherwise. Thirdly, we have Monty's room. This green room is literally green, just like a gator. However, one thing that really jumps out about Montgomery's room is the state of it. The walls to the left are punched in and slashed open. His neon sign is broken and pulled away from the wall's surface. It seems Monty went ballistic and smashed up this place in a fit of rage. Perhaps he was taken over by the glitch trap virus while sitting in here. We have seen from a previous trailer that Monty appears to feature brute strength and is capable of smashing through solid objects. This room is very clear evidence of his rage and aggression level. The final green room belongs to Glamrock Freddy. Look to his arcade machine and we see, unlike the others, it is actually turned on and appears to feature a working minigame. It is hard to make out what is on screen, but it looks to me like some kind of racing game. You will also notice that the door is open and reveals these animatronic green rooms are located below the pizzaplex in the maintenance area. Could this privacy have been a way for Vanny to hack these animatronics out of sight and draw away impressionable kids from their parents into the depths of the facility, to then kidnap for her nefarious scheme? After all, we know both Gregory and his friends were taken.
Gregory. Your friends are worried about you. They're here with me. Please come out.
The final screenshot released by Scott and Steelwall is the most shocking of the bunch. Located in the sewers, an area we have briefly seen in the last Security Breach trailer, we see the twisted and mangled body of Glamrock Chica laying in a pile of garbage. Her beak is ripped off and her body contains damage top to toe. So who did this and why? Well, whoever did was very strong. These animatronic shells are surely made from metal, so no human is going to be able to inflict such injuries. With this in mind, I have a few different theories to propose. Monty is suspect number 1. As an animatronic of extreme strength and brutality, as we saw with the state of his room, Montgomery Gator is a prime candidate to perform such horrific damage to a fellow animatronic. The catch is that this would rely on our theory that Glamrock Chica, just like Freddy, attempts to protect Gregory. This makes the scene suddenly quite tragic, as it would mean Chica dies stalling Monty, or perhaps even Roxy, so that Gregory may escape the sewer unharmed. Glamrock Freddy is the second suspect. We know Glamrock Freddy is to protect Gregory during the game. This was revealed with the release of this Funko statue late last year, where we see Gregory taking refuge within the animatronic chest plate. Also, remember this line from the very first trailer.
Gregory, be still. I think she's found us.
It sure sounds like a guardian angel to me. So perhaps if Chica is hostile, she corners our two heroes in the sewer system and Freddy is forced to fight her, emerging victorious, but at what cost to his own health. Glitchtrap is our final suspect. We caught a glimpse of a terrifying purple arm in the last trailer for Security Breach, an arm we currently theorize may belong to a physical embodiment of Glitchtrap. If Glitchtrap has, with Vanny's assistance, reincarnated himself from the parts of other animatronics, then perhaps some of these parts he uses could come from Chica, Monty, and Roxanne Wolf. Glitchtrap becoming stronger and bigger as he removes machinery from anything he encounters, becoming a mass of cobbled together parts, exactly as we saw with Ennard at the end of FNAF's sister location. Whoever is responsible, it seems our theory that the lower levels of the facility will be where the late game takes place were correct. I doubt Chica will be killed off early on. Either way, where in the game this takes place isn't too important right now. The main takeaway is that if Scott and Steelwall are revealing big moments like this ahead of the game's launch, it almost certainly means Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach is going to be a wild ride. One full of surprises none of us will see coming. These new screenshots look fantastic and the game seems to be coming along very well indeed, so stay tuned for more coverage as the release date approaches, but for now let me know what you thought of these new images in the comments section below. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video and remember to subscribe for more horror related content. Thanks for watching and I will see you on the next video.